right. So we've got more people here. And hello there.
How are you?
Hi, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jim from Super Smart Games, founder and creator of Election Night and some other dice games.
So this game here, I was very fascinated by it because it actually shows what you learn something from it.
Yeah, you learn quite a lot, and there's a lot of kind of cross disciplines that this teaches, but above all, it's just a fun strategy game while you're running for president, trying to get enough electoral votes to get the 270 you need to become president.
So we were just talking about how there was the last thing that we were looking at, the VR, and about how you could accidentally learn things or while having fun or whatnot. And I think this is a really good example. And like for myself, okay, so I know a lot of you who are watching are not from the US. You are from many different countries, and so the US political system may not be that interesting to you, but for those of us in the US, how many of you know how the electoral votes work? Like, I only know a little bit about it. I couldn't describe it to you accurately and teach you about it. But I think that through playing this game, that we would learn that, right?
You really understand it, and you actually understand the strategy of it. We use dice pools as a proxy for votes. The dice pools are associated with sums and products. We have an addition version and a multiplication version. And we roll dice pools and choose sums that we assign to pre-numbered state groups. And you can choose different sums based on what your results are. And you can take them to assign to state groups, and you can pick from within the state groups, and then we use dry erase markers to kind of tally up votes in states that we're targeting.
The first question that I have here from the viewers is, do the rich people have a higher chance of winning?
No, we try to take politics all out of this. So all the resources we play in this game are in a dice pool, and you have to use those numbers to assign to state groups. So we've tried to really make this game more about like a strategy of getting the electoral votes, and we've kind of just kind of taken all the politics out of it. Other than there's a red and a blue side, that's about it. But you can name your party with your dry erase marker. You could name it the Dragon Party. You could name your candidate. If you played with a team, you could have a president and a vice. You could have a campaign manager if you played with 3 to a team. Because there are a lot of decisions you have to make in the game. What you're going to assign your sums to or your products in the multiplication version. And there's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of kind of consideration of probability and utility value. Gets people thinking, do I take a bird in the hand or do I go for the 2 in the bush? You have to work when you're working for bigger states like California and Texas, it takes more sums that you can't win it on one turn. You got to win it over the course of 5 turns, but then there's smaller states where you can win all their votes on one roll because they might only have 7 electoral votes. Mm-hmm. So we've kind of tiered the states into groups that take a little bit of thinking and strategy on how you're going to attain them and where you're going to focus your resources. Depends on kind of what your decision is on what you should go and what your opponent is doing, because it's a highly dynamic game. It's zero sum. Only one candidate can win each state, so it changes with every turn.
So a couple of questions for you. Mm-hmm. What is this game? Okay, so first off, having fun in the game is one thing.
Yeah.
But this is something that I might consider playing with my kids.
Absolutely.
And so what will we learn playing this?
Well, amazingly enough, we've created the dice we use unique dice that eliminate 1s and 2s, de-emphasize 9s and 3s in the addition game. That actually makes kids math fluent with all their flashcard math in just a few times playing this game. They're also creating associations with some of those sum groups with physical states on the, physically marking the board, and that actually helps them remember their addition facts. When you play the multiplication version, we've had kids learn their multiplication tables in just 3 times, and they're associating some of the harder sums that we know from learning apps, the ones that kids get wrong the most. We've assigned high electoral values, so 8 times 6 we've assigned to California. 8 times 7 we've assigned to Texas. And we've created dice that produce the numbers associated with those products in the uniquely numbered system that we have with our dice. It's the PlaySmart dice system that we developed a couple of years ago. Unlike a 6-sided dice where these would have a mean of 7, we create a mean for addition games of 12, which actually accentuates sums between 7 and 17. And so kids are just playing
Math.
a little bit more smartly and not even realizing it, because they're really just trying to use those sums to strategize, or in the multiplication game with the products, and they just kind of learn them intuitively.
So if somebody found this interesting and wanted to get it,
Yeah.
where can they find it?
It's on some online catalogs. It's on Amazon. But if you go to sempersmartgames.com, you can get it there. And there's some additional promotions if you buy it off our website, or you can buy it on Amazon. But Semper Smart Games is our company, and it's easily available on Amazon and some small retailers throughout the country.
Okay, and election night.
Election night.
Yeah, Google it and you can find it, I'm sure.
Election night board game usually pops it up.
Oh
on
yeah,
Amazon.
because election night might be too broad.
The election night is pretty broad, but if you election night board game by Semper Smart Games, you'll see it. The box looks like this.
All right.
There you go.
So, thank you very much.
All right, very good.
Appreciate
Thanks a
your time.
lot. Take care.
Yep.